Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and gonna talk kind of briefly about Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I went and saw the movie over the weekend with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend really summed the movie up. I felt like when we were walking out, she said, "I liked parts of it, and I hated parts of it," and I felt kind of the same about the movie. The first trailer I saw for the movie did absolutely nothing for me. I did a trailer reaction of that trailer actually, and it looked like just all slow motion, CGI, action, Abraham Lincoln chopping down trees with one swipe of his axe, twirling his axe around in slow motion, which really doesn't do it for me. The second trailer that I saw actually looked like there was maybe some meat on those bones. There was some substance, maybe a little semblance of a story in there. And I thought actually the second trailer actually made the movie look kind of interesting. And based on that trailer, I kind of wanted to go see the movie. The movie tells the story of a young Abraham Lincoln whose mother is killed by a vampire, and he sets out to, as a young man, rid the world of vampires with the help of this fellow named Henry, who's kind of his Abraham Lincoln is kind of his vampire killing protege. He teaches him the tricks of the trade as far as vampire hunting is concerned. And for me personally, I thought that was going to be the movie. It was going to be young Abraham Lincoln, his life before he became, Honest Abe, the president that we all know, the 15th president that we all know today. But it really isn't that. The first half is kind of that. He meets his wife, he becomes a lawyer, a politician, and he decides to put down his axe and fight vampires, not with his hands and his trusty axe, but with his words as a politician, and thus leads us into basically the movie, and I guess the book too. I don't know, I've not read the book, says that slavery in the South was all a product of vampires, and basically the South is run by vampires pretty much. And the only reason that the South stood any chance in the Civil War was because vampires were fighting for the South. So yeah, and then of course, Abe has to pick up his axe again after another family loss leads him back into the old-fashioned ways of hunting down vampires and taking care of business. The movie is equal parts dumb and kind of entertaining is the best way I can kind of sum it up. Some of it I really liked, some of it I thought was just kind of stupid, some of it was there's a big long action sequence kind of toward the middle involving Abraham Lincoln, a vampire, and a just never-ending stampede of horses that is just, it was so CGI. It was it was practically watching somebody play a video game. And there's nothing more boring to me than watching somebody play a video game. So it was CGI'd to the nth degree, and it looked awful, and it was ridiculous, and it was incredibly boring. There were other action sequences. There was an action sequence at the end on a big train that I thought was actually kind of cool. Some other action sequences here and there. But really, as far as entertaining time waster, yeah, the movie fits the bill. Is it anything that's going to appease action movie fans? No, because the action isn't that great. Is it going to appease horror movie fans? No, because the horror elements really aren't that great, and it's really nothing that horror fans haven't seen before, a million times before, and done a million times better. The acting is good, I do have to say. The romance between young Abe and young Mary Todd, I actually kind of like the relationship between Abraham Lincoln and his master-apprentice relationship between Abraham Lincoln and this Henry character. I liked. So the acting, I mean, some of the subplots going on, I thought were kind of well done. The main story, Abraham Lincoln, the vampire hunter, was really the weakest part of it, I felt, and that's the bulk of the story. So, can't really recommend it, but I can't really on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it maybe 5, 5.5. I mean, it's the kind of movie that you're going to watch. You're going to enjoy some of it, most of it, and you're going to walk out and you're going to pretty much forget it. It's not memorable. It's not anything that you're going to probably want to watch ever again, to be honest with you. I mean, even the CGI really wasn't done that well. I mean, the special effects so computer generated that it's just beyond belief. And I mean, you'd think that it'd be a little bit better CGI considering just how much of it was in the movie, but whatever. Decent time waster, I'd say. If you have to watch it in the theater, check out a matinee so you won't spend the full amount on the movie. But yeah, kind of really nothing you're gonna remember a day later, which I watched it yesterday and I'm really having a hard time remembering stuff about it. Rufus Sewell I thought was good in it. He's the main villain. He's pretty much good in just about everything that I've seen him in. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, nothing memorable, but guess a decent time waster if you've got a couple hours to kill on a Sunday afternoon. Go for it. So yeah, anyway, until next time, you guys take it easy. I got a DVD update coming up this week, and next Saturday I will be attending the Fright Night Film Fest in Louisville, Kentucky, so expect a pretty big recap video to follow, showing posters and whatnots that I've had signed and pictures with horror celebrities. So until next time, you guys take it easy. Peace.